Good evening, I'm meteorologist Ryan Shoptaugh with your tropical weather update, and here's a look and a snapshot on what to expect for the next couple of months. It's hurricane season, and when you're in the middle of July, things gradually get a little bit more active. We start to see more, tropical waves in the Atlantic and the Caribbean, and also in the Gulf, which, by the way, on the other side of the Gulf, near Florida, for example, that's where we're watching an area of disturbed weather. That could bring us a slight chance for rain later next week, which we'll talk about in a second. But again, here's a snapshot on the entire season. It begins on June 1st, and it goes all the way through November 30th. Take a look at where we are. I love this graphic because it just shows you where you are right now, and we're right in the beginning of the peak of hurricane season. Now we're going to start to see more tropical waves really start to form, and it looks like by Tuesday and Wednesday we may see another storm form in the Gulf. Last month we had Tropical Storm Arthur. Now it's the B storm. Bertha would be the next name up to date on the latest 2026 list of names. And in July, if we were to see any tropical storms or hurricanes form, it's really like climatologically, it usually pans out like this. Storms usually develop out near, St. Lucia, the Lesser Antilles Islands near Puerto Rico, and they start off low in latitude and they move towards the Western Caribbean and eventually emerge in the Gulf. That's usually how they form and develop with so many years of historical data and past hurricane seasons. When you average them out and put them on a map, that's basically what it gives you in the month of July. Now, not all of them strengthen into a hurricane. Sometimes they're weak tropical storms, sometimes they're subtropical. But right here is very interesting because just how it says it on the average July climatology map, it looks like that's how it's going to play out later next week. Sunday, Monday into Tuesday, tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. There is a 50% chance we see some tropical cyclone formation in the next 48 to 72 hours. And matter of fact, the last hour, the Hurricane Center bumped it from 40 to 50%. So bottom line, moderate chance of it happening on the other side of the Gulf as this little wave tries to spin up into a tropical storm. And again, next name on the list is Bertha, all the way down to Gonzalo, Isaias, Kyle, Leah, Marco, and then wrapping up with Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred, if we get that far, of course. Now let's take a look at what's happening out there currently. Now it's way to the east of Houston, right? We're not threatened by it right now, but we're watching it closely. So here's Florida, and you can see it spinning. It almost has a closed circulation. You can see the showers and thunderstorms spinning on radar, on satellite, and it's driving in a lot of rain, anywhere from Panama City down to Tampa Bay, all the way out east towards Miami as well. Now, if you look closely on this particular map, there's a high-pressure ridge right off Houston's coast. This almost acts as a barrier that basically keeps it from coming anywhere farther west towards us. So again, we're not threatened by it. It might bring in one or two showers by like next Wednesday and Thursday, but otherwise it looks like a main threat for anywhere from Panama City, Mobile, and as west as New Orleans. And that's if it can really strengthen. Here's the latest forecast guidance. Here's Monday. It closes off its circulation, becomes Bertha. That's what the latest forecast calls for. Moves towards Pensacola, New Orleans. So a big heads up if you have any vacation plans from Destin, Pensacola, New Orleans. It'll bring some high surf, high waves, rip current risks, and some pockets of rain anywhere from the Panhandle, Florida, out towards the southern parishes of Louisiana. So again, that'll elevate the chance for rain, bring up the winds a little bit more, and elevate the rip current risk in the northern Gulf Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll monitor that closely on our local weather forecast, but again, no major impacts are expected here in Houston or southeast Texas, so just to put your mind at ease. And also what contributes to hurricane season is obviously the dust. There's small amounts of it right overhead currently, but nothing that's moderate or major to impact, air quality that significantly. But we fast forward through next Monday and Tuesday, another plume of dust moving off the Sahara Desert and moving across the Atlantic. And we may see another plume arrive towards Houston probably by the end of next week. But again, we'll keep you posted. Here's your 7-day. Tomorrow, 97, and then we're back near the triple digits, or at least the triple digit mark, because we haven't hit 100 yet this year. It's usually in July and August that happens here in Houston. So we get hotter and hotter by Wednesday and Thursday. And if we see any rain materialize from the outer bands of that tropical system, it'll probably produce an isolated storm Wednesday and Thursday. But bottom line, it's less rain coverage, and daytime highs climb to near 100 next Thursday. A little bit better next Friday and Saturday, but bottom line, it is hot. Have a way to receive weather alerts and download the KHOU 11 app to have radar in the palm of your hand. And we'll have more updates coming up on KHOU 11 at 10 o'clock tonight with another update on your forecast and another look at the tropics and details on your local weather here in Houston. That and more, it's coming up. I'm meteorologist Ryan Shoptaugh. Have a great Saturday night.